All right, guys, we are live, so you guys are going to have to bear with us tonight. My internet is really, really good, but me and Chris, we're way up in the mountains. Is it West Virginia or Virginia where we're at? Of Whiteville. I think it's still Virginia, isn't it?
We're in Virginia. We're in Virginia.
Yeah, I'm still in
Just-
Virginia.
Yeah,
You
just
guys
barely
together.
Yeah, we're in Virginia.
So we're
Yep.
going to have to do with what we got with this internet on the top of the mountain where we're at. I think we're literally a mile from the border, maybe to West Virginia. I don't know, something like that.
I came through West Virginia to Virginia.
Yeah, like a
You
few
came
miles.
from the other way.
Why are you guys
Yeah.
up there? What are you getting?
Now me and Chris just happened to cross paths, and he's literally about 4 or 5 trucks down from me.
Well, did
we
he at
actually
least
had-
buy you dinner?
No, never did. But that's
One
okay.
way.
I'm not.
Is that Chris's name? One way.
I'm not trying to get in his pants or anything, or he's not trying to get into mine. So we're not going to get into those.
I don't know.
Jamie over there.
Yeah, Whiteville. So
See, I wasn't going there, James. I wasn't going there. I wasn't asking if you were team showering or nothing like that.
trust me, I've got a student that I have to do the team shower thing with. Not really. You know what I mean? Yeah, what's going on tonight, guys? I don't know who's texting me. Who is this? My wife. When are you going live? I'm okay, baby. I'm on here. You just gotta give me time. We had some little bit of technical difficulties getting in, and anyway, we are here. We are live. We just need to move the live to Sundays because we can never get it. I can never get it together on Saturday, but whatever. Kind of in one of those moods today, Chris. You were kind of like that with me today, just kind of like blah. You know, it's Sunday. And we're just like,
Yep.
I don't know. I really don't know what day it is, even though it's Sunday. I know it's Sunday, but it honestly feels like a Saturday, and
It
it
does.
can feel like a Monday too, though, if you really think about it, other than, people not being in the office. But guys, we got some strange times going on right now about this load board. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. I know a lot of guys have been calling me, texting me. I had one of my guys call me yesterday, Mr. Leaf. I don't know if you even watch my show anymore, but you came aboard, said you saw me on YouTube. He was asking me a bunch of questions about the load board, and a few of you other have reached out to me, but we'll get into that just a little bit. Let me read a few comments, and then we'll kind of go over our week like we usually do, and we'll go from there, guys. It's just kind of a wing type night. Anybody on here that's listening that wants to come on to the show, let me know. I'll send you a link. Tonight's show is only for Swift drivers, though. So if anybody wants to come on, I'll be more than happy to bring you in, send you the links, let me know. So Roger Berry says he's first in. He's on home time. He will watch entirely tomorrow on his way to Ivy Land, Pennsylvania. Hope all is well. Stay safe, everyone. I have no idea where Ivy Land, Pennsylvania is. Never heard of that town before. Anybody else?
No.
Nope.
Ivy Land?
All right, Jamie, you're having a little bit of difficulty there too, bud. There we go.
Are you not?
JC says he's trying to get to El Paso for his 10, but he'll be listening. And there's Alan's favorite person. Go to South Carolina. We're heading to South Carolina. My wife is always in the house. Hey, my handsome fellow rabbit, or fly rabbit, excuse me, and two other fellas. Rabbit's never been fast at being on time, but he always finishes. I don't know what you really mean by that. I'm hoping.
I was waiting for that comment there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got to tell you the truth. There was a commercial on, and James So might remember this, but remember the old Chinese secret commercial? I can't remember. I think it was Dawn dish soap or something, one of those. Ancient Chinese secret. Why is your dishes so clean? Ancient Chinese secret. Well, I think my wife just gave out my Chinese secret that I always finish, but I'm never on time. All right, baby. Thank you. I won't give you
That
your.
one
Man.
I think we
Jason
better
said,
leave that one.
I'm not even
I think
touching
all
that.
you guys are thinking into the naughty side there a little bit. And I don't think that was meant to be naughty. Chris Wells, good afternoon, flying fellas. And yes, it was a rain delay, JC. Yes, it was. It was a rain delay. I was in Whiteville last night, says Chris. Well, you want a cookie? Freight Swami, I was talking about you today. How's things over at your company, USA Truck? I always told the guys that's a good parachute to have as USA Truck. So let me know how things are going over there. Tyler Smith is in the house. Good evening and checking in from Milford, Ohio. Glad to have you in. And Freight Swami, there you go, 11449 on the truck for this week. That's pretty damn good. That sounds like a good parachute, guys. Just in case we ever need to pull the ripcord. Not saying I'd ever want to do that, but
Yeah, don't say that in front of James.
How many?
Well, he should be good. He's got that new truck.
How many miles
James,
did you do?
yeah. Freight Swami, how many miles was that? That's actually a good question. So let's talk about our weeks. How about you, Chris? How'd your week go, buddy?
Average. Nothing exciting. Brought home. Got paid Saturday, around $2,300.
Okay, that's not too shabby.
Yep.
Mr. James, I know you had a long trek getting out to Phoenix to get your new toy.
Yeah, I got that one out of Arizona, delivering here in OKC, and then I got one out of Enid, Oklahoma, going to Pennsylvania. Both a little over $2 a mile. Puts me at a little over $5,000 for the week, with about 150, 200, 100 to 125 miles of deadhead.
And that's the week coming up, right?
Right, that's the week we're in right now.
Yeah, okay. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. What about you, Jonah?
It's gonna be all right week. I got 2 little short loads after the load I got delivered in the morning, and then I'll probably be in 3 or probably about Thursday or so to get ready for this convoy thing. But it's been a decent week. It could have been better if I had to come home for this, but other than that, I mean, it's been pretty decent.
Jonah, does anybody from your house watch the show, like your girlfriend or anybody?
No,
They don't even know about it?
ain't nobody dealing with trucks where I see it.
Okay, well, I didn't want to call you out or anything. So you got to spend some time with I'm sure a female friend or something, because I saw you in the house area, and I said something to Chris. I was like, "Oh, you're at the house." No, he's at a truck stop. I know Jonah, man. Jonah's got him a friend somewhere close by or something.
I went by the house. I mean, my truck at the truck stop, but my truck at the truck stop, because if I would have went home, I would have been there for a couple of days.
Yeah. All right, Jamie, it's your turn, brother.
Man, I'm not doing too bad. I'll end out the week pretty good. Get ready to pick up a load going down to Port St. Lucie. $1,100. Not bad. Other than that, yeah, just trying to get a game plan together.
So here's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about this daggone load board. Load board is crap right now. We all know that. And I love talking to you guys. And when I talk to you guys, oh, yeah, this was bad. And I'm talking to all of you guys. Well, I did 2,700 last week for, 2,000 miles. I'm like, okay, what's bad? That sounds pretty damn good to me.
Yeah.
Is that right, Chris?
Well, that was last. My 2400 was from last week. This week it's gonna be less because of the there's a lot of time in between some of these loads. That's one of the big issues.
That's what I'm noticing too.
Yeah, because like I picked up a load. I picked up a load yesterday. I can't deliver till 5:00 tomorrow, and I only got 2 hours to go, and that's where I'm at now. And I only got 2 hours. I can't deliver till 5 at a Home Goods, and then I don't pick up the next one until Tuesday morning, and that's going down to Jacksonville for Wednesday morning.
Well, let me give you a little piece of advice. What home goods store are you going to?
The one in Hickory, North Carolina.
So let me give you a little piece of advice, and I meant to tell you this earlier when I saw you on the home goods loads. 99 times out of 100, if you go early, they'll take you.
I was gonna get there about 3:00 or so.
In the morning?
No, not in the morning. Like tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, they actually took me to a store. They took me actually the day early. I showed up there and I was like, I happened to ask him, and he's like, "Man, that trailer's been empty for 2 days. Take it out. We'll get this new stuff in there." Just I don't know if you're going to a store or you're going to a DC.
Yeah, I'm going to a store.
It depends on the store sometimes too.
But also the other thing is I'm not picking my next load up until in Marion at the Cardinal Health thing, not till Tuesday morning. So I got all day to get it there. It's not a big. And I'm only going 20 minutes to pick up.
Well, I was just going to tell you. You usually, like he said, you can usually take them a day early. If not a day early, you can be there first thing in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock, and they'll probably take you.
Well, yeah, I'm not no rush. I'm not no rush. But the problem is, like it's just that there's nothing on the. There's a lot of these on the load board ones that are for tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Tuesday.
When did you stack your loads, Chris?
I try to stack them a couple days in advance. I try to.
So you're in the same boat I am.
Oh yeah.
That's when the load board had just gone down, and there was only like 6 loads in Georgia, which never happens.
I know.
So I grabbed as much as I could and stacked them, but the delivery dates were out. It's just it's growing pains. They're working on it. Things are on an upswing now, and I honestly don't think that next week is going to be as bad as this week was. Depending on.
Well, I'm also used to Jamie. I'm also used to having Georgia having like 120 loads on
right.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and now they only got maybe 50 or less.
Well,
that's so yeah. It's been going on since like July 4th. Ever since after July 4th, it's been downhill for me pretty much. The load board.
Somebody just got banned.
I'm not booking anything right now till I get this other load on my back.
Yeah, I gotta wait till I get to Florida to see where my hours are and my recaps, because I don't know. I haven't even looked at the load board today.
So Freight Swami says he did 32.30 in the mile, so that's pretty close to $3 a mile.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I've only got 932 miles in mine. By the time I finish in Florida on Tuesday morning, I'll have about 1,400 miles. And my gross, or what the truck brings in, that's going to be like 4,500, which isn't bad. And then I have all day Tuesday and Wednesday to run and bankroll.
Gotcha.
Where you going to Port St. Lucie? Walmart?
What was that?
Where you going to Port St. Lucie? Walmart?
No, actually Costco.
Costco? I don't use the Costco, I use the Walmart.
Oh, no. Yeah, it is Costco.
Oh, okay.
But when I was with my other company, I delivered down there all the time to the FedEx. That was one of my main runs from Fontana to California to Port St. Lucie and back. So I love that run, straight down.
I wonder what they pay for something like that. If one of those come up on our board like that.
There has been one from I saw coming out of where was that at? Rancho Cucamonga or whatever that name is to Melbourne. I think it paid $4,500.
Yeah, I seen that one.
That's not bad.
So Rudolph says, "Good afternoon, fellas, or good evening, actually." I had a chance to meet Mr. Rudolph up in Jonestown here last week, and very nice to meet you. Had a super nice gray Volvo. Looked like it was probably an Abilene truck that he leased. It's very nice, brand new, and congratulations to you. He's been with us for about 4 to 6 months. I don't remember how long he said, but good to have you aboard and good to meet you. Met quite a few of you guys in the last few weeks. I had a chance to meet Chaos Ninja, super crazy guy, as I would expect. He loves spreading love around, if you know what I mean. But anyway, very much a love child. Would you say so, Chris? If I'm lying, I'm dying, man.
Put Chris right in the middle of that one.
Not that kind of love, James. You could only wish.
Not me.
He's got a lot of baby mamas. Let's put it that way.
Hey. Yeah.
Evans,
Like
that's what I'm saying.
Love, then.
I got 5 different babies, mamas, so don't go there.
Oh my gosh! So you got to be.
Yeah, 5 babies, mamas, 3 ex-wives. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Hey.
No telling how many else are out there, you know.
Well, I've got a lot of ex-wives, but I don't have a lot of babies. I've only got 2 babies. Evans, so I didn't spread my love around as much as I probably should have, but whatever. Jonah spread some love around, though. I tell you that.
So, no, I ain't got no kids.
he said, I ain't got no. Well, I mean, you can still spread the love without having any kids.
That's right, man. That's right. You can water the flower, but doesn't mean the flower's going to grow.
Right.
Water the tulips. How's that?
Oh, Jonah's a busy bee.
Evans Transport says, "Evening, fellas. I would bring Jenny Boo up, but I don't make anybody mad. But that's okay. Hey, speaking of which, Jonah, I got to tell you a little story about Jenny Boo here in a minute. Rudolph said, "Same here, James."
Welcome, Rudolph. Welcome.
Hi, guys. JC says, "Jamie better never do 23andMe."
I already did it, son. my DNA is out there, man.
Timothy Thompson says, "Evening." So Jonah, I sent old Jenny Boo a text a couple of weeks back, and I said, "Hey, I hope things are going well. It's been a while. Sorry, that maybe I was a little bit of an ass." And she read the message, but she never contacted me, never texted me, or never does it. So I can honestly say I tried, but after I thought about it a little bit, I said, yeah, it's probably best that one just stays where it's at.
Who is this Jenny Boo I keep hearing about?
Well, we'll have to talk about it offline. Might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
She's such a sweet little individual. Ask Jonah; he'll tell you about her.
Poor Jonah. Jonah, you're getting all the grief today, buddy.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me blow my horn? The guy almost hit my fucking truck. Backing up.
No, I didn't hear that. Was that the guy in that red truck that just passed by?
No, there was a white truck. He's on the right side of me. There's a red truck now getting ready to park on the other side of me probably right now.
Hey, listen. There's a truck, a box truck, 4 rows down or 4 spots down. I came out this morning. I pulled in this morning, and I took a nap. Got out at about 11 o'clock. The whole hood is laying on the ground. Everything's just ripped completely off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was not. He was backing up, and I kept watching him, and he was like looking out the passenger window and not the driver window because he was trying not to hit the gas pump across the way, and he wasn't paying attention, and he was like got awful close, and I had to honk the horn, and then he looks at me, and I point, and I'm like, and he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully that hood off that truck isn't a Volvo, because if it is, he's at least a year out to get a new hood, because they're on back order. Or Beaver, or Bacon and Bourbon, I'm sorry, he goes by Bacon and Bourbon now. They had to switch him out of his truck because it was going to be over a year before they got him a hood. So he's riding around in a Freightliner.
No, it's a Freightliner box truck. It's a straight truck. One of them little hoods.
Yeah.
There's probably about 7 or 8 Swift drivers here. I've got like 2 Tex-Mexes, and then the rest are
Tex-Mex.
Trumpet
That's
drivers.
food. You're thinking Trans-Mex. Tex-Mex is food, man.
Tex-Mex, Trans-Mex, whatever. He's sitting here with his ABS light on. I don't think he'd noticed that, but hell, if he's made it here, so.
Ah, man.
Well, I do got to say that they know how to cook, especially during the ice storm in Lancaster when me and Jonah got there. They were cooking food for us, that's for sure.
AC wants to know where Shannon is when you need him. I don't know where Shannon is. We need Shannon. So what'd you say about the food? Are they cooking for us, or do we know?
Huh?
Are they cooking for us at the thing on Saturday, or do we know?
Oh, I have no idea about that, but I'm talking about when we were stuck. When me and Jonah were stuck in the Lancaster terminal during the ice storm in Dallas. The Trans-Mex group, a whole bunch of them were cooking food for everybody.
Oh wow, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. I'll be putting my grill back on here once it cools down. I do. I usually park in the back row. I got my chair. I cook. You know, usually more than whatever.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing at the truck show this year or next year coming up.
Which truck show?
Jamie, are you going?
I have no idea about it. Which one?
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. That's not until April. But are you going this Saturday to Columbia or Greer?
No, my grandson's birthday.
That's right. So the Mid-American Truck Show's in Louisville, and it's always the last weekend of April.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay. I've been twice. So, where do you guys park at?
The big old trucking lot. There's a big old lot.
Okay.
James, so you going to be there Saturday?
I don't know yet.
When do you have to be? When do you have to be in Pennsylvania, James?
I got till the 20th to deliver, but I'm trying to get it delivered either late Tuesday night or first thing Wednesday morning. So
Chief Ray Hollers in the house says, "Good evening, everyone." Virgil Smith, egg flying to fellas from New Jersey. You can have New Jersey all you want. Am I hearing you guys ate Trans-Mex? Something don't sound right about that.
That's them, not us.
Trans-Mex is the Mexican version of Swift. They own the Mexican part of it. I don't even know what their connection is, honestly. Do any of you guys know?
They go across the border. I know they go across the border.
Yeah, they're the ones that bring freight up here.
The thing that I'm saying, though, how are they related to Swift? Do we own them, or is it
Swift owns it? Yeah,
I would say Swift owns them. Yeah.
Yeah, all their stuff comes from Swift, just like ours does.
They usually get our hand-me-downs, is what I always notice.
They got a lot of brand new trucks sitting there in Phoenix right now.
Yeah, they do.
There's some new ones also once in a while in Columbus. I see them in Columbus and different areas too.
Yeah.
So JC
They're usually running internationals.
We don't have
JC
any
says
more
it.
international.
Saying, go ahead.
I'm done. Go ahead.
No, I'm letting you guys go. So I'm saying Chris could have unleashed Shannon on the guy getting close to him. So Shannon's got a little bit of a personality when it comes to that. That's for sure.
Who's that?
Shannon.
Shannon.
Oh,
Where's he been anyway?
Where's who?
Shannon comes and goes. He'll come on a show and he'll be off for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then he'll just pop in.
Oh, okay.
Shannon's kind of like the James Bond of YouTube. You know, he comes in when he's needed and just takes care of business, or maybe even the Jack Reacher, if y'all know who Jack Reacher is. He'll come in and then disappear.
Is Fly Tater on there? Have you seen him?
I haven't seen him. All right, so here we're going to get into this topic. Aviation 45. What's up, James? Do you have any news about the load board this week? Is it going to be any better than it was last week? So let's talk about that for a little bit. I'm going to tell you guys, we're all in the same boat that you guys are. We are all still doing pretty decently. Most of the guys that are on here don't really have a good answer to give you about the load board. The only thing that we can assume is, if you haven't noticed, some of the Uber Freight is showing up and showing in. And we can only assume that that's what the problem is with the load board. The rates are down a little bit, or market adjustment. I'm not going to really get into that topic too much, but it's just a situation where there's a lot of things going on. Fuel prices went down for a while, then they went back up, and I think it's just trying to catch things back up. And unfortunately, who always gets the brunt end of the stick? It's always the truck driver. So it's going to be us that's going to get the brunt end of the stick. And I don't really have a good answer other than what I just told you as an explanation. I've not got any insight. I'm just like you guys. I take the same information that you guys have. I don't have any special link to any information. I don't think my driver leader has any special information. I'm going to try and get some answers, but I don't know if it'll really go too far. Again, it's like the UFO sightings in our government. Do they really want us to know everything about the UFOs? Probably not, even if they are true. But at the same thing here, does Swift really want us to know everything about what they got going on? No. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Swift is a business, just like we have our own individual businesses, and we just got to make it work. And if we can't make it work, then, maybe we need to think about other things. Maybe it's time to move on. Maybe it's not time to move on. And I'm not telling you guys to quit. I've always said that Swift has always been the place to be at the right time, and right now is the time to be at Swift. Is it always going to be that way? Who knows? But at the same time, we can't really blame Swift, but they need to make money also. I don't have any really good answers. And, honestly, aviation, I don't know if I really answered your question, but I don't really have any answers to give you because we're all seeing the same thing. You all heard their week. I didn't really go over my week. I'm going to be sitting damn near $8,000 for the week. But that's with the student, obviously. Now that's down about 1,000, 2,000 where I really should be with the student. Just like you guys are probably down a little bit. Not too happy about it. I came out of the house in the hole, but I'm still going to come home. The way it's looking right now, I should have close to $3,000 to $3,500 take home after all bills are paid and everything. But I was 1,000 in the hole too, just because of the time. Now, granted, that's no recruit money. That's nothing else. That's just straight driving. Yeah, we're noticing the load board's down too. Any of you guys got anything you want to comment on that too? Anybody?
Has anybody watched the video or looked at the explanation on the owner portal?
Not me.
Okay.
There's a video on there?
There is. If there's I guess when you go on the owner portal, that's the first thing. The load board is down. The load board is having problems.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't click on the link to read it or anything. I just was wondering if you guys had.
No, it just talks about that they're working on it, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Nothing fancy.
Right.
Nothing, yeah.
I really honestly think that once you integrate, an extra 1,000 loads from Uber Freight, that it throws the system off a little bit. They're going to have to tweak it. They're going to have to figure it out. The IT guys are probably working on it. It's just like sitting there watching that. You ever seen that video or that cartoon of the guy digging a hole and there's a big diamond at the end of the hole? He turns around and walks away, and then the other guy's sitting there coming down the same chute. Just hold tight. Things will pop up, man. Things are going to turn around here in the next couple weeks. I have faith.
Okay, so whoever's calling me with the no caller ID, I'm sure you're watching the show, and I'm sure you're a troll. I'm not going to answer your phone call, so don't even waste your time. You don't have the guts to put your phone number on there, I'm not calling you back, obviously, and I can't call you back, nor am I going to answer it. So good luck to you. I just don't understand why another person wants to screw around, like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So Hakeem says, hey, guys, what's the worst vehicle make and model that cuts you off when merging back into your lane? That is always going to be a Subaru. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, two customers that I hated dealing with when I sold cars were Subaru customers and Mazda customers. Those people know more about that car than the salesperson does, or the mechanic, or the person that built the car. Those people are crazy. And not only are they crazy, especially Subaru, not only are they crazy, but they just don't give a shit about their life. And most of them are from Oregon and Washington State anyways. That's got to be the number one state for Subaru.
I will say Tesla's.
Yeah, Tesla's pretty bad too. I agree with you. Tesla's pretty bad too. Tesla is the new yuppie BMW from the 80s and 90s. You know that? Think about that for a second. Remember those people from the 90s?
Oh, yeah. With the 325s, when the 325s came out, and everybody got one, especially in southern, the coasts on Florida, on the east coast of Florida, it was bad.
So BMWs are the Kias of Germany, is what I was always told. So, all right. So I just got a super chat. I'm gonna put his comment up here. I don't usually do these. How much money is too much money for a truck driver on a W-2? Is $1,300 to $1,500 a week too much? So, Chris Red,
that's about average. That's about average.
Yeah.
Chris, let me finish this comment, guys. Chris Red, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Don't do super chats, but I read yours specifically because I do appreciate the money, but I'm not on here to collect your guys' money. So please don't send any more money. I put this information out here for everybody for free. I don't do anything special. I don't put out special videos. Matter of fact, I was talking to Chris about this today. I just don't think I'm ever going to do that. And to answer your question, yeah, that's about average. And I think $1,300 to $1,500 isn't too much at all. And honestly, I think you could probably make it closer to $2,000 to make it worth your while. To be honest with you. You guys agree?
Definitely. And then that bonus check during the week, during the month. So 13 to 15 is pretty darn good.
Yeah, for a company driver.
So JC says that Shannon got that new truck and he just forgot all about us. That's true.
Yeah.
Shannon got the Aston Martin of the trucks. He got him a brand new KW. I got mine coming in here in about 30 to 45 days. As a matter of fact, my last load that I have on Thursday puts me in South Carolina. I'm probably going to spend some time with Michelle on Friday. I'm going to try and put out a really cool video. I've got a great idea for a video. And it hopefully will come out probably this weekend. Not only talking about the truck parade that we're going to do on Saturday, but I got to get with Michelle and make sure she's okay with this video. If she is, I'm gonna have some good content coming up here real soon. But we'll get the details on my truck and see if we can't figure out when it's going to come in and get kind of some type of finalization. So it's going to be towards the end of September, beginning of October is what I'm guessing. with how long it took Shannon to get his truck. That's kind of my projection of when it's going to happen. I mean, she could call me tomorrow and say it's there tomorrow, but I'm thinking September.
Yeah, I'm about ready to hit 18,000 on mine.
Not ready to what?
Hit 18,000 on mine. It's not bad for 2.5 months.
I got
You already-
3,065 on mine.
You already trading in?
No.
Well, that's
No,
what we're talking.
I know. Never mind.
You're confusing us, man.
Boom!
Like, are you already going to get a new truck?
Listen, I'm getting happy because I found these freaking pretzels, man, and I just,
Well,
it's
do me a
just,
favor. Keep the happiness to a low roar, okay? What kind of pretzels are they, man?
Dot's home style pretzels. They're cinnamon sugar seasoned.
Oh,
That's right. They sound fucking awesome.
I've had them
Where'd you
before.
find them at?
Huh?
Where'd you find those at?
At the Loves.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to walk in and take a look, see if I can find some of those.
The garlic parmesan are good.
Oh, wow.
Even my daughter turned me on to those. I was just eating the normal ones. She's like, "Oh
Uh-huh.
no, Dad, they have all kinds of flavors."
Mhm.
And yeah, they're
God
good.
damn it. This guy fucking pisses me off. Hang on a second.
Who's that?
Right. Okay, didn't shut the door, man. I got it. You coming in or you going out? I'm on live. You come in. Okay, I got this. He didn't fucking slam the door. I mean, he left the door open. All the lights are on. He knows this. Man, sometimes it's harder to train the students on the simple shit than it is to drive. You know what I mean? Man,
Maybe
frustrating.
he was being respectful by not slamming the door.
Well, being respectful is knowing that I'm going to be on the live from 7 to 9, like I told him before he left the truck. You can either stay on top of the bunk or you can go inside the store. Well, I'm going to go inside the store. Okay, we'll stay there until 9. So, Chris,
Have him go over to Chris's truck.
So, Florida Chris, you start driving this week, right? The 17th. That's tomorrow. Are you still on board, buddy? I got to
He
make
made
a plan for you, so let me know.
He made a
What's
comment down below. He made a comment down below.
I'll read them here in just a second. I'm heading that way. So Aviation says, I'm grossing $4,800 this week so far. 3 of them was from the planners this week just because of the load board not showing loads and showing loads that are already been booked for other drivers. How is it showing loads that are booked for other drivers? I don't know that one.
Remember, they was doing that double booking thing where it wouldn't go off the load
It
board.
was showing a book.
Yeah, if you were to book it, it wouldn't give you the confirmation, and then you'd call your driver leader and they say, "Oh, it's already attached to somebody," and it wouldn't
I
go
haven't
off the load board. It was happening last week. It was happening last
Yeah,
week.
it happened last week. Didn't say booked on it instead of it was saying booked on it.
Yep.
So $4,800 isn't horrible, Aviation. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not horrible.
Well, that's what I usually gross. I usually gross about that to 5,500, somewhere in there. Between
Everybody
45
goes.
and 55.
They go off.
Huh?
Where'd everybody go?
They all
James
left.
and man. So Virgil Smith says the load board looks plentiful as of an hour ago from what I saw. Yeah, I saw it too. It wasn't too bad. Where'd you go, Jamie?
I don't know, man. You guys were doing the whole mind thing. I couldn't hear you.
How many miles for that 8,000? 2,700, 2,800. I haven't sat down and calculated the miles yet, but 27, 2,800. Again, you got to understand, Chief Freight Hauler, I've got a student too, so I've got 2 clocks, and we both have 34-hour resets into the weekend too. So it could be a lot better than what it is. I could literally run 8.5 to 9 hours a day, both of us, and never have to do a reset. But we got a lot of things going on this weekend. We got that truck rodeo, so I wanted a strong clock all the way into Saturday. That's why we And this load that we're delivering doesn't deliver till morning, so we got plenty of time on this load. Place doesn't open till Monday, tomorrow morning anyway, so I figured out a way to where we could both get a 34 reset, and that's why we're doing it. Whoops, missed your comment. Lots of Subarus around Asheville. Yeah, anytime you see mountains in country life, you're going to see Subarus. Has anyone picked up a load from Baxter Healthcare from Marion, North Carolina?
That's where I'm.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going tomorrow.
So
Yeah, I don't
let
think
me
that's
tell
there.
I'm sorry, Tuesday. That's where I'm going Tuesday.
Let me tell you right now, Sean Rowe, that Baxter Healthcare that goes up, mine was Marion, North Carolina, like yours, going to
Yep.
Baltimore, Maryland. If you get that, when I got to Baltimore, they had no record of my load. The numbers didn't match, and nobody could give me any direct answers. I sat there for 3 hours before I finally came to the conclusion. I called my driver leader and said, hey, and I called the big guy and I said, hey, why don't we T-call this in Jonestown? It's about 180 miles away. They can sort it, figure it out, because the people at Baltimore said it wasn't even going to get unloaded today anyways, because they didn't have the manpower, and they all went home at 2 p.m. So if that's the load you have, be aware that they go home at 2 p.m. And if you're not there by lunchtime, they're not going to unload it unless the appointment and all your paperwork matches up. So be aware of that. So I've got that load on my do not take list any longer because of that.
Oh, he says he's going further down. He's going to Jacksonville. That's where I'm going on Wednesday at 10:00.
So are you calling me out since I drive a Mazda? No, Evans, I got it. I've owned several Mazdas myself, and I absolutely love Mazdas. It's just that the people that buy them, maybe you, I don't know, but people that buy them, they know so much about that vehicle. So I know I go back in time, but in 2011, when the CX-5, the little tiny SUV that they came out with, very first vehicle they came out with the Sky Active bullshit. And if anybody knows anything about Mazda, Sky Active is basically their racing program. Mazda builds their cars. They're the best Japanese manufacturer that's out there because they overdo their suspension and chassis. They make them to race specifications. And when that CX-5 first came out, I had people coming in a year and a half before the model was even scheduled to even be built, coming in to ask me if I had any information on the car. And they would tell me everything that I didn't even know yet about the car. But anyway, crazy people. I keep seeing people saying rates are going down, and I'm over here starting to see, buddy, it's a cycle, okay, Chris. I still made $100,000 every single year that I've been driving, even through the worst trucking market. I promise you, don't even let that affect you. These guys that are on here, Jonah can say the same thing. Chris can say the same thing. We all have, weathered the market through the bad and the good, and you just got to make ways to make it work, and you can still make it work.
Yeah, I've been making it work.
Yep. Not saying it was easy during those times, but I still made $100,000 every year, and that wasn't even recruiting. That was just driving. I didn't even start recruiting until June of last year. So just don't worry about that, Chris. So by drivers asking for more money, is it the drivers that putting the trucking companies out of business? I don't believe so. I don't think so at all, because trucking companies, they just need to find that fine line between profit and what they need to pay their employees or contractors or whatever the situation is. Personally, I think sometimes the companies get a little bit more greedier. We've seen it in the past. We've seen, what was the company in Indianapolis that went out of business? The one that I worked for. 2018. What was that big company? Celadon. Yeah, Celadon. Example, Celadon. Did you all see the big shit going on with Landstar right now? They just had a big mother trucker had a thing about Landstar cutting out, a lot of their brokers. And basically, their brokers are their agents. I think they're getting rid of a lot of the illegal aspect out of all this stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've had a lot of companies that I've went to in the last little bit that are asking for driver's licenses now. They want to double check and vet, every single driver coming in to make sure, that they're good, because they're being held responsible for stuff, which it should have always been. I never once had to pull my driver's license out of companies here a year ago. Did you guys?
Yeah, a few different companies, medical supplies, and one or two Walmart distributions. But other than that, never.
Okay.
Just your BOL, and that's it. Okay, you know.
Yes. And so, Chris, let me know what your projected time is out of that class. I need to. You can call me tomorrow if you want to, Chris, and we can talk about it. Because my student that's on the truck gets off the truck not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. So I got to coincide this. Chris Red says, so is the drivers putting trucking companies out of business for asking? No, we just answered that question. I don't believe so. Haul hard, laugh hard. Never seen you here before. Thank you, buddy, for coming in. I got lucky and found a couple short loads for Tuesday, a total of 98 miles paying $1,100. Just waiting for them to tell me they were canceled. Now, don't say that or they will cancel.
Yeah, don't burn that bread.
Sean Rose says he's going to Jacksonville with that load. You might be okay. I'm there Wednesday morning, says Chris. And Sean Rose, is that a drop or a live?
Yeah, yeah.
Drop. What? Something in Baltimore is a headache? Say it is. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. I've never really delivered to the Baltimore area before. This place happened to be literally right on where the Scott Francis Key Bridge came down. We had to kind of go around a little bit to get to it, but we figured it out, and we actually did it in basically rush hour traffic, and wasn't that bad. It only took about 5-10 minutes extra. Baltimore traffic really isn't the problem. It's when you get into DC where the real problem starts.
Yeah,
DC.
That's always an overnight run.
Yeah, as I say, I always try to do DC overnights. I never see Baltimore's traffic because of that. When I'm doing stuff, I think most everybody kind of does the same thing. Oh man.
So is this Florida Chris? Is he a new student or?
Yeah, he's going to be. He's going to be coming on my truck.
Oh really? Where's he out of?
Florida. What do you think?
I know.
Florida Chris.
I know. And listen. Where at Florida? What area?
He's down around St. Petersburg. Actually, I think he's in Pasco County, really.
All right.
He retired from Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
Right on. Welcome to
So
have you, Chris.
Some Miracle says that's why it's good to save money for when hard times hit. Trucking is always up and down. Absolutely. Got hit by an Uber driver today. Trey, that's not good in Houston. He says. So how bad is the damage, and is they going to be able to fix it pretty quick? Hopefully it didn't knock you out completely. JC says, I give them my old California license. My personal info is not their business. Okay. So Trey owns his own truck. Are they going to give you a loaner, or what's the story on that? So he's one of the guys that has I believe he has an old JP Hunt truck that he bought outright. Thank you guys, Sean Rowe. No problem. Yeah, Tampa Bay. That's right, Tampa Bay. So that's where Florida Chris is at. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's in Western Chapel.
So, did anybody else see the videos of what they did on in New Mexico this week?
Don't even know what you're talking about.
They were pulling papers and licenses and everything. They were just in the middle of the freaking highway. Every driver, anybody coming coming from the west, they pulled every driver, everything before they got to that checkpoint by Laredo. So
okay, that's a good thing.
They had pulled in. I think they had pulled quite a few drivers off of the road, And evidently, now up in New York, they're doing parking lot sweeps. I saw a video on that. They're pulling ice is going through and hitting all, just knocking on drivers' doors.
And that's good. The one thing that I wish that they would do, not only would they do that, but put it out there in the news, put it on YouTube, put it everywhere, because I've not heard that or not seen that. If they put that out there, then it's going to scare the drivers to not even go to those places or not even get out in truck, period, and they go home.
Yeah.
Once the word gets out.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
That's actually a good topic. Let's talk about that for a second. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it too, and type up when you hear this. But if you guys notice that the parking lots at the truck stops, I don't care what time it is, you can almost always find a parking spot now.
Yeah.
Even after midnight. Have you guys noticed that too?
Yeah, a little bit.
It depends on if it's a small one, yeah, it's gonna be packed first. But yeah, the bigger ones, yeah, I've seen a lot of room.
We stopped at a rest area last night at like 2:30 in the morning. There was literally 10 spots still left at a, somewhat of a small, maybe 30 trucks, and there was 10 spots left to get a spot. It's I think they're taking care of business.
Well, I've done coming up towards Atlanta, being around Atlanta, I have prepaid for parking. And then got there, and there's parking available. Like 8 o'clock at night, I was so damn aggravated. But yeah, I have noticed a lot of that. A lot.
So Trey says that scratched his bumper, his truck numbers, and knocked off some lug nut covers. So Trey, I saw you about 2 weeks ago. Just happened to be looking at the 360 app. I know you saw me because we waved and honked at each other. I was trying to call you ahead of time to see if you wanted to go over and get some breakfast there at the famous old Waffle House. We kind of ran into each other. I believe it was Brunswick, Georgia. That's why I called you, buddy. So the guy tried to keep straight when he was supposed to turn. I was outside the left turn lane. Yeah, I hate when they sneak into that inside lane and try to make that turn. He has a large scrape in his car and the flat tire. Luckily, he didn't run. It's in use. Yeah. So I hate it, and I know you said it was a car, but I hate it when I had it happen to my student the other day where, there's 2 lanes to turn. You always take the outside lane. Well, damn Amazon driver took the inside lane and had to swing wide. And I had to tell the student, hold off, let this fucking idiot go.
Yeah.
James, where'd you go, buddy? We miss you, buddy. Speaking of which, where's Chaos Ninja? Darth Vader. You're supposed to laugh at that, Chris. Minnie Boo, where are you at when we need you? She's kind of like a superhero, Don't y'all think she's like a superhero? Maybe. Jonas, she's not a superhero?
Nope.
I don't know the story, so I can't comment.
Who's she gonna rescue?
You!
Oh hell no.
Big Daddy Chris.
Anybody got anything they want to talk about other than the damn load board? I don't have any answers for you guys.
I was just gonna say we're talking about truck stops. I haven't seen a lot. I've seen maybe one a day, a Super Ego trailer or a truck. I don't see a whole lot of Super Egos hardly at all. What about you guys?
Nope, I see one here and there.
Huh?
I see one here and there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see a whole lot. Usually you drive down the highway and you see the tons of them. I haven't seen hardly. I might see one a day.
The ones that I'm seeing right now are the ones with the big orange signs, $2,500 weekly.
Yeah.
After all payments.
That's MB Global. That's MB Global.
Right. Well, Super Ego is getting blown out of the water right now. They're being investigated.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah,
I knew that. I've watched the CBS and all that. I'm just curious as you used to go down the highway and you see them like everywhere, but you don't
everywhere.
See them yeah.
You know who else? You know who else is getting ready to come under investigation? ARCA. The brown trucks.
Oh, that's the home. They do Home Depot in Jonah. They do Home Depot right there in what's it called? Right there in Jackson or Locust Grove and all that on
Locust Grove.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
What's up with Arca?
Arca. Yeah,
Arca's owned by Russian. A few. They're doing resetting of clocks, and they've got a bunch of numbers out there. So if they get in trouble with one number, they could switch. They can
hold on a second, Jamie. Let's put a little disclaimer in there. They're just supposedly.
Yes, supposedly.
Say for sure.
They're right. They are supposedly. They supposedly have different companies that they lease under. So they supposedly have been switching their MC numbers on the fly and resetting clocks. I don't know how we can combat that, or how anybody can combat that. Resetting clocks, but there's got to be there's got to be some way that the government can figure out a way to just lock in the clock where it can't be reset.
So let me ask you a question, and that a lot of people have brought that up many a times. Okay, so think about this question, Jamie, before you answer it. Okay.
Okay.
With them resetting it allegedly, that's right. Some miracle got the word out that I needed. Allegedly, they're doing that. So honestly and realistically, where does that affect us?
It really doesn't.
Exactly.
Safety.
I understand, but that shit's been going on well before these companies that are doing that. It's been going on for years. It's just that we can't prove it. Why do you think that they came up with the ELDs in the first place? You know what I mean? And I'm not defending the companies by any means, but the ELDs were created, and this is a true fact if you guys don't know this. ELD was created specifically because of Warner, and I can only say that for certain because that was the reason ELDs were set up, was because of Warner doing this stuff back in the 70s and, well, actually probably close to the 80s or 90s.
Yo, 97. I think it was like 97. Yeah, 97. I think 96.
Yeah,
97.
it was the late 90s. I know that.
Yeah, it was like 97.
It was set up because of Warner drivers cheating the clock and doing different things and not doing the right log books. And there was quite a few accidents in there. And I know there was a couple of lawsuits that were paid along the way and stuff. But these companies that are doing that, I mean, again, it doesn't really affect us as drivers, other than like what you said, Jamie, is the safety of the drivers and stuff. But I mean, what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. We can just hope that the government holds them to some standards and take care of the situation like they are with these illegal drivers. And honestly, I think they're trying to. I mean, it's making a good dent because we already talked about the truck stops being empty. Even on weekends, they're empty. And usually that's the time when the truck stops are full because everybody goes home.
Right. And it's no different from me running 2 logbooks back in the day. Now it's just computerized. Mm-hmm. It's easier it's easier to track for highway patrol and whatever. But
have any of you guys ever? And again, I know I'm incriminating us, but we've all have done something. Has anybody ever ran into violation before, or maybe did something with We've never ran into violation ever.
I have.
On the electronic log?
Huh?
On electronic log or log book paper?
No, electronic log. Ever ran into a violation ever?
Yeah, I have.
And I
got caught.
And I'm not saying purposely. I'm just talking about just trying to get to a truck stop.
No,
never have.
Not trying to get to a truck stop.
Hang on a second, Chris. Just trying to get to a truck stop or a safe haven. Have you ever put yourself into PC to get there or something like that, so you wouldn't run into a violation?
Oh, I've done that. Yeah, I've done that before.
Well, that's still the same thing because you're skating around from going into violation. It's the same thing. I mean, we've all done it, and when you do that, I mean, and I'm not saying we're just as guilty as the people running, the resets on the logbooks, but we kind of are if you think about it. Even though we're kind of incriminating, we all ran into a violation before. If you can sit here and tell me that you've never violated the clock before, everybody would be lying, in my opinion. I don't know anybody that's not at least done it. Or put yourself into PC to go to safe haven like in this situation. Right?
Yeah.
Anybody agree?
Yeah, I've done it when you run out of hours at a receiver or shipper, and you can't park there, so you got to put yourself in PC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it and I'm talking to you, Chris, have you ever done it, not with the situation with the customer, but maybe you just just figured something out wrong and decided to go into PC to go to a truck stop?
Like I've traffic or got stuck.
Has it ever been your fault?
No, not really.
Okay.
Like I've gotten stuck in traffic before, an accident where you only have 30 minutes. Huh?
Yeah, that's not your fault though.
Yeah. I try to make sure I have at least an hour to look for a truck stop before I because sometimes it's a pain in the butt to find a truck stop, or if make sure it's not full.
So we, if you guys haven't figured out, I've told y'all before that we've got 9 pets at home, and we got some outside pets that come and visit too. We got a little stray cat that comes to the house, almost every night. But we got damned ass raccoons that freaking come, and my wife lays out cat food for the stray cat, and the raccoons always come and take the poor cat's food. Well, the cat's been gone for 4 or 5 days. My wife just texted me and said, we named her Luna because she's kind of just comes by and gets food and stuff. But she came by tonight. She's been gone for about 5 days, and we were worried about her.
Is she a kitten?
No, she's a couple years old. But those are things old people like me and my wife do. We just worry about all the animals out there.
Are you able to pet her, or is it kind of like a stray where you can't get close?
It is a stray. She's trying. We've been doing this for about 8 months now, and she's still a little nervous. And you got to understand, 3 of our cats that we have were strays, and we brought them into the house. Now they don't want nothing to do with the outside. They're happy out on the pool deck. That's as far as they want to go, and then they want to go right back in the house in the air conditioning. They become very lazy.
She done spoiled them.
That's right. They're the Michael Shelton of our cats. They get spoiled. And they love the AC. I'm talking about you, buddy. I'm sorry, man.
Is he in the chat?
Buddy, I don't know what he's got going on right now. Michael is the Dos Equis of the YouTubers and Swift drivers. Man of mystery. Y'all know the Dos Equis guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, you know who the Dos Equis guy is, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. He can scale a wall with only one fingernail. He's the man of mystery.
He's a man of mystery.
Yeah, James, I was at that TA across the street from you. Yeah, I remember, man. James, I had parked across the street from that place for a bit before passing you that day, too. Yeah, I just tried to call you ahead of time. Maybe we could have met up, but we'll do it sometime in the near future. Allegedly. Yes, thank you, Sam. And the dude, Marvin, 15. Jonah looks whacked out.
You don't even know the extent of it, huh, Jonah?
Nick, is that you? I mean, you've changed your name again, that dude Marvin, and your picture is blurred out. I mean, you called Jonah whacked out, but your picture looks like it's no.
I'm gonna say it could be Nick with Marvin, yeah.
I didn't think that was his name though, but whatever.
What looks so whacked out about Jonah? I don't
know.
Jonah always looks whacked out.
He's a truck driver. Oh, yeah, man.
He's got heavy thoughts of Jenny Boo, that's all.
No, I don't.
Hey, Jenny Boo. Hey, Jenny Boo, if you're watching this video, call James.
Yeah, call me. I'd like to talk to you. Oh, Jenny Boo. We'll bring you back into the circle. I'll make sure Jonah and Chris are available for you at all times.
Don't you want? You'll get her feelings hurt again.
Be a nice, fine young lady you can take out to dinner.
Good Lord.
I pass.
I wouldn't want to bless Jenny upon any of you guys. And I say bless, I say that very lightly. She's a very nice woman.
Yeah, when she sleep.
Come on, guys. Come on.
He looked like he's over trucking. Buddy, we're all who in here right now we can say 1,000% that you still love trucking. We do it for the money and our family.
Mm-hmm.
You still like it 1,000%?
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it too, but there are days that why do we do this to ourselves?
Oh, that's Jenny Boo calling. There she is. She's calling.
No, this is Michelle. She's talking about a recruit.
So you working this time of late at night?
I can send Michelle a text all the time because of the recruits and stuff. I just give her heads up on the weekend so she knows the people that are, because I get a lot of calls during the weekend. I've got 3 of them for the weekend, and I text them to her. And she gets with me whenever she can, and she gets to work on a Monday morning when she goes in. It's a never-ending battle. Johnny says, "Do drivers sleep on the top bunk?" Well, yeah. I mean, why would you not have? Hell yeah. JC says, I'm having the time of my life. LOL. So back to your comment, Johnny. I don't know what you're trying to find out there, but yeah, all students sleep on the top bunk. Nobody sleeps in my bed. I don't know if you're trying to be a troll there or what we got going on, but nobody sleeps in my bed.
Hey, let me ask you. Do you have steps going up to your bunk in that KW?
No, there's no steps. There's one step, and it's on the right above the refrigerator, and that's it.
Yeah.
How much weight is that top bunk rated for? 350, I believe, Chris. I'm a slut for the money, but can't stand trucking anymore like I used to. Johnny, I knew you were going to come to this question while driving. Who cares? What difference does it make? I'm over 3 biscuits. You're fine.
He said I'm over 3 biscuits. I love it.
3 biscuits.
3 biscuits is okay.
3 biscuits and a little bit of gravy.
Chris, I got plenty of shower power, so as long as you keep those biscuits clean, I'm okay.
Right.
Those biscuits don't stink.
Bring Dr. Scholl's.
So let's go back to this comment. Johnny, where are you trying to go to with this, Johnny? I really want to know. Are we trying to troll me? Are you legitimate?
But I think he was asking, can a person sleep on the top bunk while they driving? No, you can't sleep on the top bunk while you driving.
Buddy, there's a lot of things that are against FMSTA regulations. I don't know. Again, where are we trying to go to with this, Johnny? I'm not a sneaky one, so you're good. Okay, good deal. Thumbs up. I don't know what your thumbs up means, buddy. Where are we going with this, Johnny?
He was asking about the bunk, sleeping on the bunk, like, why are they driving? He said, do anybody sleep on the bottom bunk while they're driving? But no, you got to be on.
Jonah, I get the question. I'm trying to see where he's going to with this. He's trying to be a troll. That's what he's trying to do. Starting with training next week. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, again, you want to do what your mentor tells you to do. So I don't know. Again, I don't know what you're trying to get at. If the student wants to go up there and sleep while the truck's driving, it's on him. When I train, I try to do the 10-hour breaks where we can both sleep at the same time. I run like a super solo. So if you're trying to incriminate with what I do or how I do, if the student wants to get up there, it's on him. So he says he's not trolling. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Well, there's also there's a net up there too, right? A net or
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a cargo net. And how do you run your super solos, James?
What do you mean?
I mean, how do you run it? What hours do you put there? So you guys both get.
There's no rhyme or reason. You just got to figure out what works for you. Me, it just depends on what's going on and what the loads are. Again, if the student's tired, he wants to go to bed, he goes to fucking bed and puts the seatbelt on. I don't care what the regulations say. It's up to him. He don't have to. He can sleep in the passenger seat if I'm driving. You see what I'm saying? He's not forced to do anything he doesn't want to do. I don't force anybody to go up there. He's a mean one, Mr. Chris. That's funny. That is funny. How long you all been driving? 21 years. What about you guys?
I've been doing it 22 years.
25.
3.
6.
So it's funny because Mr. Chris has only been doing it 3 years, but his 3 years of experience is tremendous because you've done your own truck, your own numbers, and everything before, haven't you?
Yep.
And
yep.
So I'm tripping, says Johnny. Buddy, I'm always tripping. What are you talking about? There's no tripping. I'm always tripping. You got to understand, I got to defend myself because I get a lot of trolls on here. A lot of people don't like Swift. They're jealous. And I say
It's
jealous
not-
very
It's not you, Johnny. We just it's
And Johnny, when you say you're starting, are you a company driver starting next week?
Where are you getting trained out of? What terminal?
Oh, man. Okay, so you start next week as a company driver. Okay. And Dog of War says, I am loving it over here. I grossed 4,400 this week. That's not too shabby. And, you're starting at Warner. Okay.
oh
I don't know a whole lot about Warner, so I can't really talk about them. But the people that I do know that have worked there have said good things about them, other than maybe when they become, I don't know if they even have an owner-operator division, but when they become company drivers, maybe the pay's a little low, but the company itself isn't bad. I don't know. Do you guys ever hear anything about Warner?
I drove for a little while.
I do see a few lease trucks. You want
Yeah, they got lease
every once in a while.
Yep, every once in a while. But their pay, I think their pay is very low. I think it's like 40 cents, like for starting out. It's for very low.
Yeah, I thought it was like 40, 41.
Dude Marvin says it's kind of dangerous sleeping on the tump buck while driving. Okay. And we got a new statement there from Mr. Obvious. Come on, Nick. Wake up, buddy. My guy, what's up, Fly Rabbit? I'm still with F2F. Hit 12K gross this past week. That is awesome. Fly guy, nice. Warner's getting in bed with Aurora driverless truck, allegedly. They are. I've made it very clear. I saw one of the Aurora trucks here a few weeks back, and I'm pretty confident that was with Warner because Warner's got a pretty good-sized footprint in Florida. Warner has self-driving trucks and no domiciled CDLs. got to get my experience somewhere. I plan on leasing on with Swift after 9 months. You should have came to Swift to begin with, honestly, brother.
Yeah, you would have gotten in a lot faster.
You would have got if you would have. Yeah, because
Taking 6 months with Swift's time.
because he could probably go lease after 6 months after.
6 months.
Yeah.
I was absolutely amazed when Michelle called me. I was like, because I thought it was 6 months after you started the company, even though you have experience. But if you have experience, they put you in right away.
Yeah, as long as you've been on the road, like me. At first, they were telling me that I had to go company for 30 days because I was doing yard jockey for a year and I hadn't been on the road. Well, then when they processed me all, did all the processing, then they moved me to 2 years, and she's like, well, you can go lease right away. I was like, well, so I did company for 2 weeks and then I leased.
Right.
So,
well, they took into consideration that the year that I took off, I was running 80. I could run up to 115,000 pounds on my dump truck with a trailer, and they looked at my hot shot because I had carried 53-foot trailers, but my basic one was a 48, and they didn't want to give it. They were like, oh well, this experience and that. And then when I got in through processing, they were like, oh no, you're fine. And I'm like, okay.
That's what happened with me too. Is like at first they were paying out of company, but then when the processor gave me my 2 years, then they're like, oh well, you can just go lease right away. Then I'm like, what? Really?
Great, thank you.
I know.
Oh man, I love when drivers make their own parking spot, and we're gonna have to put Vaseline on trucks to slide out.
That's how it is over here where me and James are at. They're parking right next to the fuel island, and you can't, I wouldn't be able to get out in the morning if I had I can get out now, but wait till tomorrow morning, there'll be another one next to them.
I got, where was that at? Right outside of Monroe. I paid for parking, and all of them were, all the prime parking was taken up, and I parked. I stopped my truck right in the fuel island, and I went in and I said, "I'd like to get my receipt, but all your prime drive." The guy said, "I'm not going out there and asking him to move."
They won't do that. There's a lot of the. Now there's a few that will do that. Few of the pilots. There was someone told me the other day. It might have been JC. That someone told me that they didn't pay for one night. Next thing you know, they knocked on the door. And she had a security guard with them, and with her, and they're going door to door telling people to leave that weren't paying.
Right. Well, the guy told me, he said, it's gotten too dangerous out here, and you can park in the fuel island. Just feel free to park in the fuel island right where you're at, and we'll shut that pump down. I'm like, all right, buddy. That means I'm closer to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I'm good.
So Francis says 6 months seems too early. To what?
I guess he's going to go lease. I'm guessing that's what he's talking about. Yeah, owner out. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it just depends on who the person is. I mean, I've always been, and I've always told you guys, the longer you wait to go owner operator, the more money it costs you. Everybody has these grand illusions. Other YouTubers talk about you should have $20,000 in the bank. You should wait to do this. You should wait to do that. I don't agree with that. Go for it. Do your thing.
Do it.
As long as they
lose.
As long as my thing, as long as they have a business mindset and know how to run a business, not just
Well, here's the thing, guys, and if you're going to do it, the best place to do it and learn your craft and learn everything about it is at Swift, because guess what? If something happens, Papa Swift's going to take care of you and keep you rolling. If you're going to do it, the best place to fucking do it right here. I've said it 1,000 times.
I ran into a driver picking up a load, and he said, "Hey, I had just gotten out of the shop and had to have a transmission replaced." And he was taking the stuff out of his truck, and they were like, "Why are you doing that?" He said, "Well, I don't have enough money in my maintenance account to do this, and I can't go. If I go negative, I'm." They're like, "No, no, 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 no. We'll take care of you. Just give us a call." And she said, "Give me a call later on this afternoon." They worked out a payment program that didn't break the bank. He got a brand new transmission in his truck because he was almost ready to pay his truck off, and he didn't want to, go into another lease. He wanted to start putting more money back, whatever. And he said, "You can't do that anywhere else. They don't take care of you. They just, well, you're screwed, And I found that to be true. That if you've got a problem, and if you're 6 months coming into a lease, guess what? That's why you have a driver leader still. You're not out there. You're not by yourself. This is why we have this live. This is why we have a group that we have to bounce ideas off of, to help each other out. We're not out here trying to cut people's throats or anything. And that's the greatest thing about this. This is like, I feel, I don't know. It's a remarkable thing. And I have not seen another company, and I've worked for a few, that will actually bend over backwards to help you out like Swift has. And I don't care if you hate us because you're not us. That's just it. We have over 9,000 drivers altogether. So yeah, accidents may be higher, and yeah, look at the other numbers. Just because one person puts out this number or puts out you know what? Swift has been one of the greatest companies I've worked for, and all my guys that own their trucks outright want to laugh at me, but then I start showing them numbers, and I start showing them, I don't have to work with brokers. I don't have to sit there and look like the old days where you had to sit there and look at the board at a TA or a pilot and look at the numbers and hope to get that load. It's a no-brainer for me. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll give you. They'll do the payment plan of like 100 to 150 a week or whatever to pay.
Right.
Yep.
So the moral of the story, guys, you don't need $5,000 to $25,000 to get started here. You don't need anything to get started here. I started each 4 times that I came over here. The very first time I came, I had a little bit of money in the bank because that's what everybody said you had to have. Well, guess what? The other 3 times, and especially the last time I came back, I didn't have shit in the bank. I had my own truck, but I didn't have shit in the bank. I came back to Swift because I knew for a fact that I could make money immediately and start producing it and put it in the bank. And I've been doing it ever since I've been back since April of last year. I'm going on a year and 4 months back, 5 months. So guys, you can make money over here and stack it. You can stack a lot of cash. We get some of these comments.
I'm proof they help you.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at Mr. James down. He's rolling around like a pimp in a brand new Kenworth now because he's in his 4th truck because all the other trucks that they gave him weren't good. They broke down. Now, remember, guys, this isn't, the truck trading group or anything like this. It just happened to be that everything that happened to him was basically Swift's fault, and finally they made it right for Mr. James, and they put him in a brand new truck. So,
and they also did the payment thing for me also. So they do help.
Yep.
So, just so you guys know, next year's Pimp Master Ball in Charlotte, North Carolina, they have one every year. You can look it up. The Pimp Master Ball, Mr. James is going to be there because he's in his blue Kenworth now.
I got a leisure suit for you, James. I got one for you, baby.
All right.
We'll hook it up.
I told my wife I want to dress up as a pimp for Halloween, and I want her to be my hoe. And I've been wanting to do that for so many years, and it's never happened. She says, no way. Trey says, I drove past a Hirschbach billboard a couple weeks ago, and it had a wanted ad on it for Jonah.
Yeah, right.
Jonah will never go back to Hirschbach. I pulled him away from Hirschbach years ago. Actually, I pulled you away from Dart, though. You were at Dart last, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Jonah back.
I
But
worked
you
for
came over
Dart.
back around Christmas time? Is that
Yeah, I've
right?
been here since Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
what
I
I
had to
thought.
wait. I had to wait like a year before I came back.
Yeah. What are you doing, James?
Nothing.
You playing
He's
David Blaine there or
he,
something? With
he's swiping to the right.
I'm swiping.
I thought you all about that.
I thought you were playing magician or something, like a David Blaine with the phone screen.
No, every time I get on live, my damn phone goes off constantly.
Fly Guy says, I have 8 years of experience. Warner told me 41 cents a mile OTR. Shaking my head. It's a reason why drivers go to smaller companies. Yep. I got a bunch of comments, guys. Let me get caught up here. Florida Chris says, when should I get in contact with recruiters, James? They need a couple weeks or hiring process. Call me tomorrow. Let's talk about that. I'll be up all day. I don't want to go to orientation in Phoenix. Worth it's 115 out there. You don't have to go to orientation in Phoenix. We got 38 terminals, and I don't think all 38, but at least 20 of them or so do students. You don't have to go to Phoenix. Bro.
Is there a Warner in Phoenix? That's where he's going, to Warner.
They're in Nebraska.
Yeah, they're in Nebraska.
Yeah, they're in Nebraska.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want to go to
orientation in Swift. He thinks it's only Phoenix.
Oh no, depends on where you at. Depends on what part of the country you in.
Yep. Let me know where you're at, Johnny. They just need help on company side before you could go lease. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I think doing 6 months on the company side, if you're brand new, just like what they do, and then 6 months out, you can come over here. Because all that does is help you learn how our freight is and how the paperwork is, the computer system. 6 months is perfect. And there's only one person, and if you're on here, Tommy, man, I still praise you the way you did stuff. But Tommy came to Swift, was here 3 months, and then went to, I'm trying to remember what company he went to. It might have been Warner. I don't remember. But he did the Dollar General for about a month. And I told him that by leaving Swift and going to Warner, doing the Dollar General shit, was going to wear him out. Sure did. It wore him out. But he reapplied. Somehow or another, Michelle got him into the owner-operator division with 4 months experience. But he's the only person that I've known that's been able to beat the system. And how he did it, I don't know. But God bless you. Yeah, God bless you, Tommy. I kept my mouth shut. Last time I was in Phoenix, it was 120. Haven't been back since. I haven't been to Phoenix in years.
I was just there. It was 110 the whole time I was there.
It's just dry heat, though. At Swift, you have some wiggle room. They nearly pay for everything up front for you, and then you don't deal with brokers, book and go, or get dispatched. You might even get on a dedicated account. Yeah, there's always opportunities. And by the way, guys, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't to the channel. Please comment. Definitely subscribe, ring the bell, do all the above so you guys can get contact when information comes out and videos come out. 100%. Now remember, dedicated, you're not going to get the percentage that we do on like we do on the load board. If you go dedicated, you're strictly dedicated to that account. And all of them are a little bit different on the way they pay. Now, if that guy wasn't Muslim, I don't know what he was, man. You see him?
Yep.
It just passed by. Trey says, that's how I got my truck through Lone Mountain. I had a solid business plan. They asked me what I would do if my truck broke down. I told them I get one through Swift and keep rolling. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Lone Mountain does ask for a business plan and all that. Yep.
I've never bought a truck from Lone Mountain. I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong, but at the same time, I think they kind of overdo it a little bit in a roundabout way. But I know they're protecting their interest. Not to mention, when you first start, they don't even charge you for a month. It's 17 days, but there's no charge on truck payments. Hey, James. So now my auto start stop thinks the door is open all the time and it honks. I kind of feel bad for the trucks around me, but not the reefers. So let me explain to you, Francis, how that works. So your auto start stop on, and I'm pretty sure you got a Kenworth. So the way it works, it honks the horn. So here's the thing: when you turn the damn thing on, you cannot open your doors. You got to leave them shut. If you get out and go to the truck stop, it alerts the security alarm. So every time that it starts up, it's going to honk. But if you do not, and you leave the door shut, it won't do that. That's why. It's silly and stupid. You know that, don't you, James?
Yeah, I know. Mine does it all the time.
Well, that's what you got to do. Just restart, turn it off, and restart it. You don't have to worry about the horn honking. You know that.
I was wondering about that because Steven, one time when I was at the terminal next to him, his kept honking, and it's because he went out while he had it running. Yeah,
that's why. If you stay in the truck and you don't do anything, then that's fine. Is this guy in this flatbed? Is he parking there like that?
If you started,
I bet she is. Yeah, I bet she is. Yeah,
hey, buddy, he's
started in the truck for an hour with it going, and then get out, go and use the bathroom, come back. If it shuts off, it'll honk when it starts back up.
Well, that's all you got to do is
just turn it off and turn it back on.
Yep, turn it off and restart. That's it.
You get a Freightliner, you don't have them problems.
When I get a new student, yeah, I hear you, Freightliner, Joe.
Yeah, Freightliner, we don't have that issue.
Yeah, when I get a new student, I got to explain it every single time, and they just get so confused when I tell them that.
You can have them shitty ass Freightliners. I hate them sons of guns.
I won't have a back any longer riding around in a Freightliner. It's like rolling around in an Amish wagon.
I was hoping Shannon was going to be on here tonight so I could ask him if he hit the alert button or not. I'll wait to see. I might do that next time I pull in a terminal.
Well, I'm getting James to hit the alert button on his new truck. Have you done it yet, James?
I hit it in the sleeper the other night, but I don't know what. It didn't do anything.
So the wife says, let's get some thumbs up for the live you're watching. Please share live and subscribe to the Rabbit Driver family. Yep, please do, guys. Somebody else texting. What we got?
Oh, wow. 3,000 miles. What do you do?
Well, they don't look at your credit score.
Who's that?
The comment.
Okay, do you have to go company first? I've got to get out of a bankruptcy. Yeah, they don't really. It has nothing to do with bankruptcy, bud. As long as you're approved to drive a Swift, you can lease a truck here. That's the thing.
You can get approved, yeah.
Trust me, there's guys here that shouldn't even have a truck that have one. Okay, and you're bankrupt.
Oh, now he's moving. Now your flatbed's moving.
I see. Oh, he's just waiting for fuel. That's all. Captain Blackbeard, I made it over to Swift as an owner op, working on my second week. It really is different. Truck made $5,000 and brought home $1,500. Okay. Just by looking at that number, I think you spent a little bit more in fuel than you probably should have.
That's what I was just gonna say. Where are you getting your fuel at? Because you should have brought home more than that.
Captain Blackbeard, you might want to give me a ring, brother. Maybe I can help you out a little bit. Even though you didn't use me as a referral, I can still help you. Give me a call. My phone number is
I didn't use either, but you helped me a hell of a lot.
Over fueled or something. Even if it's his second week, he doesn't have a truck payment. So that right there, that's
you should have brought home close to $3,000, brother. You over fueled or done.
Yeah.
So, Mr. James, how many times have I talked you off the ledge? You were ready to jump, weren't you?
Like 3.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. We all. It's the one thing that I always told you, James. You know, the grass ain't greener on the other side. Let's work around this and figure it out. Let's get to the right people, and you did. You got to the right people.
Yep.
You did that on your own. I didn't help you with that. You worked your way around that deal, and you did exactly what I told you, but you did it on your own. So you're to thank for yourself on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I won't take any credit.
It wouldn't have got done if I didn't.
And again, with all your situation, I think you're going to be in the black. What, this week or maybe next week with everything?
With what? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
You're going to be in the black. You're going to be in the green. Big money.
Positive.
Black.
Yeah, I'll be. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm I got a a little over $5,000 week coming this week
Guys,
we're in.
just like I always tell you, if you go negative, like I took a whole week off last week and came back out Tuesday. I was $1,000 in the hole, and it should have been a little bit more, but I was $1,000 in the hole. I'm going to be well into the positive this week, and still probably bring home $300 to $3,500. Francis says
I
I
should bring
turned it
home
off.
about 25.
Huh?
I should bring home right around 25 to 3.
I turned it off and back on already. I'm having electrical issues. Well, I mean, if it's the horn, that's all that is that it needs to be turned off and turned back on. Okay. With that situation, you need to look at your hood pins because it's the same thing with the hood. If the hood
Yeah,
is not latched or it's not reaching those pins, then there's an issue with that. That's why it's doing it. So take a look at that and see if it's
they're not latched.
the other James knows what all I got going on. You know what he's got going on,
That
Francis?
Yeah, that's Frank Willis, right?
Francis.
Yeah, Francis.
Yeah.
Frank Willis. Yeah.
Where do you get Frank?
Yeah, huh?
Where do you get Frank Willis out of Francis?
Francis,
I thought
Frank.
that's who I was talking to.
Okay.
Yeah, he called me. He called me this morning about his 26 kW. He's got warning lights and everything going off.
Well, you need to get that bitch in the shop then, if that's the case.
That's what I'll take it to the dealer.
Take it to the shop.
I think he narrowed it down to the camera on the windshield.
Take it to the shop and show them the Christmas tree on your dash. That's what you do. That's what. Hey, come here, guys. I want to show you all a Christmas tree. That's what I would do.
I'll be right back, guys.
The Swift Hold orientation in Fontana. I don't think we have a terminal in Fontana, California, but they have one in Jurupa Valley.
Yep, Jurupa Valley.
Jurupa, yeah. Good Lord.
G. Harless is in the house. And it was 2,100. So that's a big deal, man. Captain Blackbeard, give me a call, buddy.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's a lot.
That MVR and being SAP will stop you from coming here. Yeah,
Yep.
That's the two things. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Okay. Anyone know what these public drivers make? I know Publix pays very well.
Yeah, but they hire within right now. So you have to be just like Coca-Cola.
Yeah, with Publix, it's always been where they hire within to where you have to, work in the bakery first or be a bagger and get promoted up. Captain Blackbeard working on 3,200 bring home right now. That's awesome. James, that week you saw me, I did 6,800 gross on percentage. I never passed 5,500 on 5,000 on mileage. Yeah, I mean that's what I've always said: $1,000 to $2,000 more on percentage.
Yep.
Depending on what you run. Right next to Fontana. Yes, Jurupa Valley. Yes, I don't know if they do, but you can make a phone call. But I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. People will say Swift Lease is a scam instead of just saying it didn't work out for them. I've always heard of other drivers making $6,000 here, and I've done it now. Yeah, it's always going to be that way just because Swift, Swift is Swift. Mr. Bonehead Truckers, yes, Mr. Bonehead Truckers talks about Swift is Swift all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens to be that some of the stupid shit that people catch on video happens to be a Swift driver, but it's every company. It's not just Swift. It's just that we have so many drivers. And not trying to correct you or anything there, Jamie, but Swift has 14,000 company drivers and about 1,500 owner-operators. So we're going to all be in the spotlight. And those numbers can be checked. It's all on Safer Score.
Safer. Yep, Safer.
And honestly, their safer score is through the roof for a mega carrier, by the way, guys. And again, not talking Swift up by any means at all. It's just that they're so big. Swift have terminals in Lathrop, Fresno, and Jeruba. So there you go. I didn't know that. I just don't know which ones they actually do trading out of. Benny says, does Swift let you buy the truck at the end of your lease? Absolutely. You can buy any truck you want to here. There's no restrictions, no nothing. You can buy any truck you want to. If you bring a truck aboard, the only two things that it has to be a 2017. Actually, it might be 18. I don't know the year, but it's either 17 or 18. And you got to have collision mitigation in the front. Everything else, as long as it can pass a DOT inspection, you're good. Trucks here, they will sell you whatever truck you want here. Johnny says JCET. Okay, what that means. JC hasn't made a comment in a long time. Francis says, it's radar fault with traction approach. Yeah, buddy, you got a Christmas tree. You need to go get that looked at, brother. Do new drivers just the bottom of the brand of the truck? Do new drivers just the bottom? I don't know what you're asking there, but
he's asking if new drivers get the bottom of the barrel of trucks, and I'm no, because I've seen them drive brand new Peterbilt, brand new Volvos, and the weirdest thing is a lot of them are already got some scratches and got crap on them already, and they're 27s, and I'm sitting there going, yeah. So no, it depends on what's available at that terminal when you do your upgrade.
So, Johnny, just to answer your question, when I train students and they're done with me, I've had 3 of them get into brand spanking new Volvos, brand new. Yep. And the last trainee that I just have, I failed him, okay? And I'm not calling Swift out by any means. I failed him, didn't sign any of his paperwork. And guess what he's doing? He's driving around in a brand new Volvo right now. Can't back worth a shit. Can't do any. Drive great, but he can't back worth a shit. And I failed him, and he's driving around in a brand new Volvo. So there you go.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, when I came aboard as a company driver, what was it, in June, they gave me 26 Volvo with 58,000 miles on it. So it all matters on, like Chris said, wherever you're upgrading at, what they have available. And there's been a lot of new trucks coming through these terminals.
Oh yeah,
they got a bunch of new shit, and if you come aboard, you're probably going to get a Volvo starting out because they got so many of them. They had a lot of issues with the Volvos when they first came out. I think they've got the issues fixed and the recalls done. They just have an exorbitant amount of Volvos right now because they didn't issue them for a couple months. Francis says, unhook that windshield camera that's built in. It triggers the same issue, so that camera must be. So let me ask you a question. If you're unhooking the box that's in the front, don't do that because you're going to trip everything. That's probably what's going on. Now, if it's the camera that Swift puts in, buddy, I don't, even though you have SeBrite insurance, you can't just unhook that camera. You got to go have them take it out.
Yeah, it's all tied in.
But you're going to get yourself in some serious trouble because that's why you got bolts in your truck, because everything's hooked together. You got to go have that thing properly taken out. I don't know your situation, Francis, but yeah, don't unhook those wires, man. Whew. Yourself some serious. Might get your contract canceled. Doesn't matter if you have your own insurance. You just got to have that shit taken out. Johnny's giving thumbs up. Yeah, you definitely get a new truck. Can you choose a flatbed truck for a van or reefer? I don't really know the answer for sure, but I don't know why you would want a flatbed truck for a van or reefer.
That gas mileage, those miles per gallon suck now.
You might not be very successful as a van or flatbed, a van or reefer driver doing that, but to each its own. Never had that question before. LOL, I remember when I first came to Swift, they put me in a 2017 Kenworth. They wasn't putting new people in a new truck like that. You got one a few months after. Yeah. Again, Swift's going to do what Swift's going to do. Their trucks are all insured. They know that they're protected. They don't care if they put you in a new one or not. I guess you can guarantee me a new Volvo if I sign up tomorrow. No, I'm not going to guarantee you anything, but there's probably about a 75% chance that you'll get a new Volvo.
That or a Freightliner. A lot of Freightliners.
There's a lot of Freightliners too. They need
nobody wants them.
And well, no, the reason is the Freightliners, they come in cycles is what they do. Right now, the cycle of Freightliners are coming in. The cycles of Kenworths will be next. That's when my Kenworth will be here. Peterbilts, there's no more Peterbilts for the rest of the year until January. January Peterbilts will come in, and then the cycle of what's the other brand that I'm thinking of? Volvo. Cycle of Volvos will be coming in again. So they come in cycles every couple of months.
Yeah, I was just messing with Chris and Jonah with the Freightliner comment.
Well,
they need to make that load board searchable by pickup date rather than by otherwise leasing. Yeah, there's been lots of suggestions that's been put in on that. I agree with you. But again, the load board itself is the security on it isn't the best. I don't want to get into a whole lot of details because I don't want to give all you hackers ideas and shit. But there's a lot of things that can be tweaked with that load board. They're just trying to put something out there right now to keep us moving, more or less. That's what they're doing. I think ultimately their goal is to have it very, very populated. It's just like anything, guys. It's a work in progress. I know it's been a year or so. Has it been a year that's been out? Almost, not quite. October, November. But, it's going to be a work in progress, just like anything. They do a little bit at a time. And we've been talking about this load board the whole time that I've been here for the past 4 years. But, yeah, he says it's been great. Yeah, overall, it's been good. It's just there are some hiccups along the way, and we got to deal with them. I don't have Swift's camera. I was testing the box. That's your problem right there. If you're messing with that box that's built into the truck, that's why you're getting all your fault codes, brother.
Yeah, because I was going to say, that's your ABS and your lane departure and all that. That's all your,
everything. Your braking, all of that. It's all tied in.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be messing with that.
No. Well, the load board right now is just everything's on the East Coast and Northeast, man. There is a lot.
Hey, JC, you guaranteed that you're going to get a flatbed truck?
So March 2027, you're going to see a flatbed spec Kenworth pulling a drive van. Okay. I still don't understand why you want a flatbed truck. Now, the only thing that I will give, and JC, if it's the APU, I'm telling you, the APU will fit on there. I'm getting an APU put on my truck. It'll fit. He wants that longer frame is what he wants. I'd say there's a 90% chance you'll get a 2025 truck. Now, 2025 is going to be the oldest. 24, 25 is going to be the oldest truck that they're going to issue right now. I wish we had a feature on the load board where we can negotiate
price. Yeah.
No.
So Narc just put out a video. I don't know if you all seen it. Watch live now. I've already found Jason 7 job in 14 months. Let the games begin. I can't wait to
what? You found what?
7 job in 14 months. He code name Narc. You know Narc is, right?
No, who's Narc?
Oh, you don't know who Narc is? I'll send you the link to the video.
That Trucker's coach?
No, yeah, he's talking about Trucker's coach. He brags on Trucker's coach.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I know you're talking about Trucker's coach, yes.
Yeah, he said he's on a 7 job in 14 months. Because he was going back.
And that's the one I told you about, that 30% in Indiana. Yep.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. He was going to go back to Hurricane, and I guess he went to this other company. So, yeah, that's going to be a video I'm going to be watching here afterwards. But yeah, I agree with you, Sam. I wish we had much more searchable features, but I think it'll be that way in the future. I was getting that after they changed my windshield.
Then they didn't calibrate it correctly. Then
Yeah, they didn't
That's
calibrate.
yeah.
They are giving drivers 25s right now. Just depends on what they have, says E-Dog. Yeah, it's always about what they have, and honestly, it depends on what terminal you're at, because a lot of these terminals don't have any used trucks. They only have new trucks.
I say if you're wanting new, pretty much you got to go to Greer, pretty much
Phoenix,
Greer, Columbus. You know, the ones that have all the new ones sitting out front.
Yeah. Columbus got a bunch of them.
Yeah, they do.
And there's a lot of those loads coming out of Marion.
Yep.
Carl
got one of
Brady. Yes.
All right, I'm done looking at the load board. I'll start obsessing over it.
What's it say? No problem. No problem, brothers. Fuel mileage 4 times LPG sailboat. I don't know what that means.
So rest in peace, brothers. Fuel mileage.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about the one the guy that wanted
Flatbed. Yeah. I haven't seen any load boards above 65%. Are you guys seeing the same thing? I haven't really paid that. Again, guys, I don't pay attention to the percentage bullshit. I never do, never have. It's all about the bottom dollar. What's the load paying you? Who cares? I don't care if it pays 5%, but if it pays you $1,500 for 300 miles, you'd be stupid not to take it. I don't care.
Now the ones that,
I don't care.
Now the ones that are 70%, they're not going to say 70%. They're just going to have the price book it. So don't look for just where it says. It's not going to say 70.
I didn't say price. I said pickup date. Yeah, I know what you said. The pickup dates. I agree. There needs to be all kinds of searchable features.
Did you see the truck that's in front of you now?
Prime.
A Prime
truck.
They're getting more and more.
I can
Truck
still
stop where you guys at?
Love's in Whiteville, Virginia. I can get out around him. He's no problem. I might just wake him up anyways to make him move, but Tom's a good idea. Captain Blackstreet, I get a 25 with only 22,000 miles on it. That's not a bad deal. Still somewhat of a new truck. I lost respect for truckers coach. Got a bunch of drivers to go somewhere and then bounce. Absolutely, once it gets the bonus. Yeah, truckers coach.
Hurricane and Hirschbach.
And everybody, and Trey, you remember this. We've been kind of talking off and on ever since I came back. But everybody made fun of me coming back to Swift. But one thing that I can honestly tell you guys, and I've always said this, I've never recruited anybody to another company. Never got paid on anybody. I have gotten paid on some SFI trucks. I did get paid on those for people going to JB Hunt, but I never tried to recruit people to other companies. And I've only recruited here since June of last year, and I'm still here. And for most everybody here is still somewhat happy. We've lost a few people because, they don't have the patience to wait for the load board. We lost, I think Elmer said he lost like 4 people in the last couple weeks. 2 of them being guys that I brought over. But, sometimes people leaving isn't a bad thing. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it helps us out in the long run with loads and gives us more options. And if people don't have the patience to wait to see what happens, and they want to see the grass on the other side, that's their business. They got to do what's right for them. But you guys agree?
Yeah.
And let me ask you, that truckers coach, what's he look like? Who's that guy with the gray beard, the white stripe in his beard?
That's Wild Beard. That's Wild Beard. That's Wild Beard.
Okay.
The one that said the white on his beard, the little strip.
Yeah, that Hirschbach is supposedly going after and suing or whatever.
He's with Prime now. He's with Prime.
Yeah, I can't stand to watch him.
He's definitely an acquired taste. I watch him just to hear his information, but he's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
And again, I'm sure I'm acquired taste too, because, we all have our own little personalities and the way we do stuff. But, sometimes, I might blow up on some of these trolls and some of these people that make shit. But you know what? We all have our are boiling points, and I just don't like dealing with it. People making stupid ass comments. Sam says, "Never mind, you caught it." Yeah, we caught what you're saying, and I agree with you 1,000%. The load board needs to be searchable in a lot of different ways. I agree.
Last I heard, they were working on it, but I don't know how much further it's going to take.
They are, and that's one of the things that I want to go over with Michelle here in the next couple of days when I get down there. Carl Brady, any idea why the load board freight has all been 60? Once again, Carl, don't really know and don't really care. I don't care about percentage. I've said that since day one. As long as it's paying, that's all that matters. For the price of fuel, a lot of the load boards seem to not pay well. You guys you're all saying the same things over and over and over again, whether it's percentage, it's not paying well. If it's not paying well, find a load that pays you what it needs to pay. They're out there. You just got to search and look.
And don't be afraid to deadhead over 100 miles.
That's
don't be afraid to deadhead, and just keep looking. I had to wait 3 days to get my next load. 3 days, and I knew that I would eventually get something. You just got to be patient. Be patient.
Okay, I got a question. Who was the one that was saying something about 65 and 55%? So that's his name, Carl?
Yeah, that's Carl.
Okay, so question is that Jonah ran into a guy who was an owner op. Where was that at, Jonah? Was that Greer? Or was that Girl? About the guy who was what he was doing is he was taking the price and dividing it by 55%.
No, that was the guy. Yeah, he was in Atlanta. Yeah, the guy ran into,
He was taking the price of that he was finding, and it said 55%. So what he was doing is he was taking 55% of that and thinking that's the money he was going to make. And Jonah's like, no, the money you see on the price is the money you're going to get. So that's what I'm wondering is, Carl, are you making sure that when you see the price, that's the price you're getting, not 55% of that?
So here, I got the load board up. I hit one at 55%. Augusta, Georgia to Smyrna, Delaware, 649 miles, 55%, pays $1,623. That's more than double the mileage. So you're making over $2 a mile. The percentage is what our company is giving them to try to get their business and maintain their business and run it. It has nothing to do with us. So if you're worried about that, find a load that doesn't have a percentage behind it and run that, but here's one, 146 miles, $553. They're out there, you just got to look. And
what I was saying, Jamie, is that there's a guy that was taking the price.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. I wasn't going to comment on that,
Well, let me tell you guys, this isn't JB Hunt where you got to do the math and figure out what the
That's what I was telling. That's what Jonah told him, is that you just whatever you see is the price you're going to get. You don't have to divide it or whatever you need to do. You don't do that.
The price is the price.
That's it.
Yep.
Greetings, gang. Oh, let me say something else too, real quick. And I'm not being a little bitch here. I'm tired of seeing this. We started our group chat. If anybody's on here and wants to be a part of the group chat, let me know. I'll get you to be a part of the group chat. But don't go on the group chat complaining that you're not making any money. Load board sucks. Load board's only paying 45%. All that crap. I don't want to hear it. I don't think any of these other guys want to hear it either. Nope. You just gotta work harder for what you need and what you gotta make.
It's called a job.
Well, if it was
called the way of the world, recession, and everything else like that. And now that they just bombed Russia, Ukraine bombed Russia, the Russian oil refinery. Yeah, prices are going to go up a little bit. Oh well.
If it was easy, everybody and their mother would be doing it. That's why everybody asks questions, because they're scared. They don't want to do it unless they know for sure that they can make money. Well, guess what? If you're not a risk taker and a chance taker, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, because there's going to be good and bad times, and you can't look at it as a weekly income. You got to look at it as a monthly income. I've always said that. Just about everybody has said that in the past. Anyway, let's get back to the comments. Preacher Man says, "Greeting, gang. Hey, Preacher Man, glad to have you in. I'm at the Loves just west of Jacksonville, Florida," says Francis. Yep. Freight Swami says, I got a short up 28 miles for $550. I did like 18 of them. That is freaking awesome right there.
That's beautiful.
If you can do that, I'd do that all day long, especially if it was next door to my house. That would be
right? Exactly.
You could do 2 or 3 of those a day.
I got a bunch of comments, guys. I've been looking them 65% loads in the Midwest for a while now. Yeah, I'll take that $800 load for 200 miles. Absolutely. $4 a mile, buddy. Absolutely. Percentage means nothing. Trucker's coach has zero integrity. 100%. 1,000%. He has lost all of his integrity. Captain Blackbeard, Freight Swami, was you by Detroit? I seen a bunch of those guys up there. I don't think he'll tell you his location. Freight Swami's he's one of those James Bond guys too, man. He just comes and goes.
Incognito.
He's very incognito. He's been on my lives for quite some time, and he's caught a bunch of the other nameless YouTubers, and that's how he found me. But anyway, good guy. Never met him, never talked to him on the phone. But actually, I have talked to him on the phone before. But he puts good information out here. G. Harlan says, I used to drive for Hurricane and Hirschbach. It was the biggest mistake I ever did. So I know you're happy, Gary, here. You and your son are very happy here. I know that. What exactly does trucker coach even coach? He needs to learn to keep a job. Buddy, there's been so many talks about that before. Yep. Good evening, fellas. Hope you're all doing well. Leatherman, we are doing awesome, and we're glad you are too. Elmer is a good guy. I don't want to ever leave Dubai. I am with you 1,000%, Trey. Elmer is the salt of the earth. He really is.
He is a great guy.
So is Justin. And if you guys don't know, Justin is now in charge of all the owner-op stuff on the East Coast. I don't know if you all knew that or not. Justin out of our terminal.
Yeah.
He's basically y'all remember the lady down in Ocala that put
Sue.
the
Sue.
Justin is doing Sue's job now, by the way. Sue got promoted. Justin got promoted. Did you all know that?
Nope.
Yep. Justin is now Sue, basically.
But he still works right with those guys.
Yep. Trucker's coach was also at that Ardor Express. Yep, he was at Ardor Express for not a long time, but you have to be with Swift 9 months before leasing on is what I've been heard. No, you can be here 6 months. And as long as you have a clean driving record, they will let you own or operator after 6 months, Johnny. It's bid season. Okay. That's why you're busy. I have just deadheaded. I just hate deadhead sucks. Did a 2.5 hour one way to get out of East Fishkill, New York. Done that many a time, brother.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the nature of the beast, man. Just like us in Florida. If there ain't no loads, you deadhead to Georgia.
Yep.
I don't
I don't know who told me that.
I don't care about percentage as long as the load board is paying at least $2 a mile. That's exactly right.
Yep.
And honestly, you can even do about $1.85 to $1.90 and still do very successful because that's what with the fuel surcharge, that's where we're at now. But yeah, $2 is awesome. I deadhead a bit, and at the end, I still take home $3,000. That's good for me. That's kind of my thinking too. I deadhead quite a bit, especially with the student. I can. I'll try to aim for at least $2 a mile or 800 to 1,000. Yep, that's exactly the numbers that we should. Daily rate is important since mine's $1,300 a day. Well, you got that pimp rate right there, $1,300 a day. I'd love to get $1,300 a day every day. Can put me on that group chat, says Gary. Gary, shoot me a text. I don't know how far back you are, and if I got you saved in my phone, but I will.
Your student's walking towards your truck.
Great.
It's after 9.
I haven't called him yet. I told him I'd call him when we're done. Freight Swami says, can I get in that group chat? Unfortunately, buddy, the group chat is for our Swift guys. I'd love to put you in, but it's for the Swift guys so we can give each other our information. That's the whole purpose of our group chat.
Is he out there waiting, Chris? Like an expected father? Mason?
Come on, guys. He's getting ready to come in. I'll deadhead up to 4 hours if I have to, but 4 hour deadhead is rare. An hour is a half is a deadhead is normal for me. Okay.
True. It's I've deadheaded 235 miles to get to Charlotte, North Carolina, and picked up a killer load.
Yep. I've deadheaded over 500 miles to get a good load before.
Yeah, I mean it's.
But again, you got to understand, I got a second clock that I can use too, so it helps. I'm in the middle of a 200-mile deadhead for a load that will pay about $2.30 miles all included. And that's the other thing too. With me, even with me deadheading those miles, I'm still right at that $2 mark every single time. Mm-hmm. Fortune favors the brave. So with me deadheading those, like I got a deadhead that I'm doing tomorrow that's like 280 miles. But the one after that, my deadhead is literally 16 miles. So you do the math. It kind of brings it way down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting at 20 miles right now. So I'm happy.
1,600 divided by 640 miles is 2.5 per mile. That's a great load. Yep. Preacher Man says, I like Swift's owner-operated program. The freedom of the load board is a beautiful one. And most point per the other day at Swiftridge Freight Division is getting ready to go percentage. Yeah, I heard that, but I have not seen proof of that yet. But I heard that's happening.
What was that again?
Reefer percentage.
Okay.
I will say I deadhead for all the right loads, less fuel being burned. I got a good system down. Yeah, we all have our own little systems, and you got to have one. And you got to have a break point where you say no, too. And, you know, my break point is no is different from different areas and different loads compared to, you know, some other things. Better than sitting for a load that pops up. I never sit and wait on a load. I'll take a bullshit load in a fucking heartbeat before I'll sit and wait. I hate waiting. If I'm not making money, then I'm not doing it. The only thing that I do that might be stupid in some people's eyes, and we've talked about it, I'll deadhead out of the house up to Georgia just because I don't want to take a bullshit load out of Florida that pays less than $1 a mile. And those are the loads that are always fucked up in the first place. You'll be at that shipper or receiver for several hours while they're loading you because they know they can take the sweet ass time. Those are the loads that are always screwed up.
That's why I'm glad I'm right next to Ocala in Jacksonville. It's only 75 miles up to Jacksonville.
Yep.
And there's always a T-call going out of Ocala somewhere.
Or you
I'll even go to Panama City.
Or you can go to Savannah. Go to Savannah.
What
Right.
about McKinney? I always got a pallet load.
We're close to the 2 hour mark. Anybody got comments? Let's post them up. We're going to get ready to break out of here. I got to get some driving done tonight. I know the other guys need to get their sleepy time because the other three guys on here are all solar powered. They need to get their beauty sleep.
Whoa.
I can't deliver till tomorrow afternoon anyway. So that, you know.
Listen. Not solar shit. You know.
Trey says better than sitting for. Yeah, I've already read that. Sim 874, a $2 a mile, $2 a mile. That's what runs the rates down for everyone.
But if you got to if you got to get out somewhere, you got to take it.
It's Florida.
I don't know where you're running out of there, Sims, but our loads have nothing to do with contract or outside contract rate. That's our contract rate, brother. So we don't run any load prices down. And I'm pretty confident. I know where this comment's coming from, and I'm pretty confident you're on a spot market rate. It has nothing to do with what we do compared to what you do. Our rates are our rates, and that's just the way it is. And you got to understand too. There's a lot of bills that we don't pay that you pay on contract rate. Yep. We don't have trailer rental fees. We don't pay plates. We don't pay permits. We don't pay tolls. So that alone right there could be anywhere from $500 to $1,000 that's extra in our pocket. Not trying to give you any disrespect, but we don't run any rates down.
Those are the rates in Florida, basically, that we're trying to get out of Florida at. That's
Always late, hates waiting, always finishes. Lots of new info about Rabbit's Night. JC, I don't know where you're going to with that Big Boss Man. You know where the Big Boss Man comes from, don't you? Wrestling.
No, he's talking about how you were late, and then you hate waiting, and you're always finishes like your wife put on, or whoever turned
Yeah.
this. And then
So what he's trying to do is he's trying to give me shit.
yeah.
yeah. You shit.
We got it. It just went right over your head.
If you haven't noticed on that group chat, I put the Ric Flair videos up for your all's enjoyment because I'm the Ric Flair of Swift, guys. I just, I carry 5 G's in my pocket at all times, and I talk about those things. And, JC, he's the Big Boss Man. You remember Big Boss Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big guy, police officer. Well, anyways,
Police
he
officer,
looked
yeah.
like, but no, I'm just joking. I put those Ric Flair comments because I think he's funnier shit with some of his confidence. I shit excellence.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Last call, I got hit with a $970 lumper fee. $500 was a late fee.
Damn.
Now you might get charged for that late fee if that's the case. Just so you know, don't know for sure, but if you were late, that might fall upon you.
But if it was a T call, if it was already late because of a T call, that's not going to be on him then.
No, not because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. He does say T call. I apologize. Yeah, you're not going to get hit with that then. I love Savannah, Georgia. Is in the triangle I run. Yeah, Savannah's a good place to get shit. Skyline Auto Sales. Hi, fellas. Hey, buddy. How's things going with your all's new deal? I hope things are well. Remember the rate you guys are getting at Swift. Swift takes their 30% plus all the perks you guys get. No disrespect, but I understand the deadhead part. But the rate has to be better than $2. Buddy, if you get much more than $2 a mile here, you're doing fucking awesome. $2 a mile is kind of what we set things in. And again, it has nothing to do with the contract or with the spot market freight. And there, JC, woohoo, doing the Ric Flair. So you guys got a lot more than $2 a mile. Yeah, there's a few things on there that are better than $2 a mile. You just got to search. I did get hit with it though. Well, I would be calling my driver leader about that if it wasn't your fault. Kenneth Boyce says, "Hi guys, just got parked in Breezeway, Pennsylvania, but been listening. Just want to say hi." Kenneth, glad to have you in, brother, and I appreciate your support. And you're one of my members, and I appreciate you, buddy. Just happened to look at all the members earlier. All right, guys. House cleaning, please like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't, hit the ring, the bell for the ring so you guys get notification when we go live. We're at about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Any of you 3 guys got any comments you all want to talk about before we get off?
What's the schedule for this? What's the schedule for this week?
What do you mean?
On your lives.
Oh, thanks for reminding me, Chris. So, guys, Michelle, hopefully Wednesday. She's been busy as shit. And of course, I've been busy. We're going to try and get a live on Wednesday. But the most important live, guys, that you all want to watch is definitely going to be the Thursday live. We're going to have my guys with the internet company that I've been wanting to show you guys. We're going to do demonstrations. We're going to show you the direct TV, the internet, all the above. I've got it planned that those guys are going to come on my live on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Might want to come and check it out. You guys stay safe and this weekend make lots of money. We're going to make a ton of money just like you are.
All right, so my birthday's on the 20th. I expect cash apps. I accept Zelle also.
Your phone breaking up.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Amy? What?
Your phone breaking up.
Yeah.
Time out for just a second. Your birthday's on the 20th?
Yeah.
How old are you going to be?
53.
I'm going to be 56 on the 20th. So that's my birthday also.
See, I knew I liked you. Yeah.
Internet sounds great. Can't wait. Yeah, please check it out. It's not very expensive at all, buddy. Very cheap, actually. He accepts leap picks.
He says feet.
Who said that?
Francis.
Maybe
Thank
Jenny
you,
Boo
buddy.
can,
Appreciate it.
maybe Jenny Boo can save me. I don't know.
Making $2 a mile at Swift is like making $3 a mile, buddy. I've been saying that a long time. Making $2 a mile here is like $3.50 a mile somewhere else.
Yep.
With all the expenses. I promise you guys. Hey, Freight Swami, thanks for coming out. I always appreciate you coming in because you have good information too, bud. And again, good parachute to have at USA Truck. Fella, hope you all have a good night. Stay safe. Appreciate it, buddy. Happy birthday, Jamie, if I don't talk to you again. And,
Oh yeah, definitely. Happy birthday to you too.
And please check the videos out, the lives that we're going to do this week. And there might be videos that'll be popping out Friday and Saturday because we got our big truck rodeo coming on. So keep an eye on the channel, and we'll see what's going on. Yes, so true. $3 a mile is so right. Yeah. What was you going to say, Jonah?
I was going to ask you, was you going to be in grid what, Thursday or Friday?
What my plan is, I got a load Thursday that goes into South Carolina, not too far from Greer. And I'm thinking about just if I can find a small load that, takes me to Atlanta or something like that, I'll grab it. But I plan on just staying in Greer Friday night. And I say Friday night, Friday morning. I want to do some videos in the office there with Michelle and stuff.
Yeah, I bet I might be there.
Yeah, I want to get some stuff done. World of Woods. Thanks, buddy. What's up?
Yeah, I might be in Greer Friday. I'll probably be there Friday.
That's kind of what my plans are, is to be in Greer on Friday because I want to do it. Yep. I told Michelle I want to talk to her tomorrow, so she's going to call me. I'm going to try and get some inside scenes videos of the terminal and do some more walk-arounds and stuff. So,
yeah, my goal is to be there. My goal is to be there Friday also.
Everybody have a good night. Be safe. I'm sure James gets many gifts from all those kids and wives. I don't have but 2 kids, buddy.
No. He said Jamie. He said Jamie. He said Jamie.
Oh, Jamie, I got you.
Wait, what was that? What was that comment there? Don't make me turn my light back on. There we go. What was that?
It was JC.
Oh, well, JC, you just piped down there, buddy. Rain delay.
So just so you know, our fuel discount is our fuel surcharge. I know that doesn't sound very good, but that's the one thing that we don't get over here is that fuel discount like other places do. I hope that answers your question, but we make up our money elsewhere. Guys, right. Thanks for coming in. Y'all have a good night, and I'm sure we'll talk in the week coming.
All right.
We'll see you guys later.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night.